Alright y'all, welcome back to Broken Ladder Sports Gaming and our Backyard Baseball 2003 season playthrough with the Montreal Expos. Clanky and the Tonys coming off a really dominant defensive performance. We just absolutely shut the Yankees down at home. They only scored 3 runs. We put up 9. We hit okay. But really we just had some lucky and some really good team defense. Got the Rangers on the road, only 3 games left. We're 2-2 in the second half of the season, playing at Playground Commons. And yeah, let's see if we can pull out another win. Get a little bit of a win streak going. That would be nice. It'd be nice to get some momentum heading into the playoff race and ultimately the playoffs. Wow, Reese is crazy. Reese, usually one of the worst players we play against. Alex Rodriguez not boosted. Has a full boost this game, as does their pitcher Ryan and their catcher Judy. That is not fun. And they put Judy at the bottom of the lineup. So yeah, there's very few holes in the lineup. Ray can't hit that well. And Alex is going to be vulnerable, but another dangerous team. And that short left field wall is just absolutely trouble. But our lefties have enough power to hit it over the fence in right. So hopefully they can do that. That was a slow ball after a lot of heat and a hook. Pitcher throws a slow ball. Henry is a little bit fooled by it and pops out. 1 down, Julie coming up. A little bit late to that one, so it's just a ground ball to Alex, who picks it up and throws it to first, not in time. One saving grace we might have as a hitting team is that Reese is playing first. He's fully boosted, but he's not tall. So we might drop a lot of balls, or they might go over his head. That's not going over the wall, but it will fall in for Jay to get a single. We almost ran to second there, but held up. Probably the right decision. Nice contact. That's going to go to the same spot Jay just hit the ball to. Off the wall, off the fielder's head. Fielder falls down. They throw a rocket home, and Jay is going to get caught in a rundown here. That's not great. See if we can get him to third. Slide in, Jay. Nice. A little bit late to that one. We will bluff home, and it doesn't matter because they just kind of throw it to first. So there's 2 outs. Lindsay coming up. She's been great. 2 runners in scoring position. If we can get a hit down here, we'll probably score 1, maybe 2. Puts 1 in the ground. We're going to sprint to first for all we're worth here with Lindsay. Gets there easily. Okay. Bases are loaded. There's 2 down. Marcellus is coming up. Time to shine here, Marcellus. We've struggled defensively, but we've been hitting well. And hit well, he does. Gets a decent amount on it, sends it out to left field. Left fielder cannot make the play, almost bounces over the fence for a home run. But as it stands, it'll be a 2-run single. Marcellus does get the job done. We do go up 3 runs. That's great. A really nice start to the game here offensively. We love to see it. Slow ball. Ezra puts it on the ground. They'll probably throw it the short way to second, and they do. We do put up 3 runs on 5 hits. Going to the bottom of the first with a nice lead. After the first inning last game, Clanky absolutely shut it down. Let's hope he can do the same today. The decently hard liner out to shortstop. Really cannot make the play. We throw it to first. Marcellus comes in. Cuts off the throw to first and throws it back to second to do the thing and get the out. Really smart play there by Marcellus. A rarity. Another decently hard liner out to left center. Chico cannot quite get there in time. Runs it down. We overrun the ball. We're going to throw it back in. We might have a play at the plate here, but it looks like he's going to get there easily. Okay. Inside to Parker. A little bit of a misplay. We didn't quite scoop it up before trying to throw it back in. So they score a run. Another one. Julie is just getting worn out at shortstop there. Weird way to say that. Okay. Let's throw the ball back in. Cut him off. Let's not have another inside the park home run, but of course, that is exactly what happens. Julie's play at shortstop this year has been a little sus. Doesn't help that she's a lefty, but it also doesn't really matter in this game. But no, she just doesn't quite have it at shortstop this year, and some routine plays right there that she should have made. Reese bunts it. He's got crazy speed right now. He'll probably make it to first, but he'll round first, go to second, and that's just a mistake. We have been converting that all season. It's like the one thing Marcellus is doing consistently is cutting down the runner, trying to stretch a single into a double. 2 outs. Another hard bouncer. Chico, please don't overrun that, and that's exactly what he does. And for some reason, he's already tired. I can call it now very easily. That's an inside the park home run, and the game is tied. Liner right through Mr. Clanky. I mean, legitimately through his body. I'm surprised that was not a line drive out. But they get a runner on first, and they got Sophie Meyer coming up. In 2001, she is a Mark McGuire clone. I guess in this, she's an Albert Pujols clone. So if we can make the play at second, that would be great, except we throw it to Lindsay? Oh my god. What are we doing? Alright, they retreat, but we got Alex in a rundown, which we should easily be able to get the out on. Henry's fast. Tags him out. They tie it up. 3 runs on 5 hits, just like us. Mr. Clanky coming up. Let's do it. Crushes that one. It's about as hard as he's ever going to hit a ball, right out to center field. Center fielder does not catch it, which is reasonable. I think Clanky kind of deserves that for how hard he hit that. It's a single on an error. Henry's coming up. No outs. Runner on first. Good read, but we get over it. Hard grounder out to third base. Clanky's sprinting to second, and he gets there because of a drop. Runners at first and second. Still no outs. Julie coming up. She's got to get on the board here. I feel like it's been a minute since Julie has done anything. Not playing good defense either. Strike 3. Some really rough swings there from Julie. I mean, obviously the strikeout. Third strike, not great. But she did read some of those pitches well. Just couldn't get the bat to the ball, and our first out. Another good read. Another pop-up. The center field. Center fielder will make this catch. I think he's going to have to get back, and he doesn't in time. That is a double play and the end of the inning. Very, very unfortunate.
Oh boy.
Bashes that one. Going to get over the fence. It's going to be a home run. Dead center. Onto the street. And they're up by 1. Just like that. I mean, you get 1 strike away. You think you have them exactly where you want them. And they just connect. Tough. Little bouncer right through the middle. Julie can't make the play. What else is new? Get to the bag. Come on. Whew. I don't even know what to say about that one other than we got lucky again. These last 2 games we have just been getting the luckiest defensive outs. Crazy. Good pitch. Bounced right in front of the plate. Henry's going to come in and make the play, and he cannot. Not in time, at least. Should have been a surefire out. Got Ryan coming up. His home run was inside the park. Got to beware of his speed.
Oh boy.
And his power, apparently, because he absolutely powers that one to dead center. It's going to be the second home run to the exact same spot. Clanky looking a little vulnerable right now. Some cracks in the armor. Not great. So they've now doubled us up. Opened up the game a little bit. There's still just 1 out. Soft line drive out to second. Lindsay's going to come over and make an over-the-shoulder catch. You know, she is not a good fielder. Her fielding stats are pretty crappy. But she makes that play. Love to see it. We can get out of this inning just down 3. We would be very happy about that. Weak ground ball. Henry's going to come in and not make the play. They do throw it to first. They do try to get to second, and they do get out. And that has been our saving grace. Without that play, I don't know where we'd be. We've been able to convert that defensive play about as much as we got the heat glitch going in the first season. Can't get to it in time. Weak pop-up. Reese comes over. Makes the catch for the first out. Chico now significantly under 500 for his batting average on the season. That was not a good pitch. We get a decent amount on it, but it's going to stay in the yard. Center fielder will make the easy catch. And just like that, we're 2 down. Gets under it once again, and yet another fly swatter sound effect. Papa will fall in for a hit, so we get lucky. Whole team going crazy right now. But yeah, I mean, we drafted this team to be an absolute offensive juggernaut, and for the first half of the season, we definitely were, but second half, we've been lacking. As Marcellus doesn't get enough on it, unless of course he does. Nah, it's going to get off the wall. It's going to be a close play at second, but they drop it. Lindsay coming home, another close play. That was ballsy. Some real aggressive base running from Lindsay right there. She does get home. Marcellus does get into second with a double. And we're only 2 down, but whew, close. Ezra connects decently well. Going to be over Alex's head, but she just doesn't have the speed. Except for it doesn't matter, because Reese, like every first baseman we've played in this game in either season, can't catch the ball. He drops it despite his fully boosted fielding. We've got 2 runners in scoring position here. Let's get a hit down, Clanky. Let's go. Come on. Perfectly in his swing spot. We're going to run home. We're going to run to third. They are going to drop the ball, and it will get down. Can we go home with Ezra? That's the question. I think staying at third was the right move there. We get a run. We're only down 1, and we have the top of the lineup coming out. I think that was definitely the right move. They pull Ryan because we scored 5 runs. That's usually 5 or 6 is the limit for the pitcher, but smart base running there. Strike 3. She's been throwing that pitch, that high and away right hook the entire at bat. We don't get to it, but we do put up 2, and we're only down 1 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Let's hold them. A bunt. Who can get to it and who can get to the bag? Marcellus stays on first. Doesn't come in. Smart play, but Linda's just a little too fast there. Can't get it done. Runner on first, no outs, so the double play is in effect, and Alex, though very fast in the game, does not have elite game-breaking speed. And that is a definite, should be a definite out at first. It is. We'll throw to third. Belinda's too fast. Sophie Meyer, who I do think is an Albert Pujols clone, because of that Cardinals connection. Brushes the ball into the ground. That's going to score a run for sure. And if we can get the ball to second, we can get her out. But of course, we run into each other and make a stupid play. Now we're going to throw the third. And she's going to stay there with a bounced infield triple. Just can't make this stuff up, folks. Just keeps happening. They're up 2. Really early swing there, just attacking that inside edge of the plate. And Clanky gets his first K of the day. If it's juice, which I hope it is, we should definitely use it, but it's a fireball. Okay. Judy crushes it. Had that good sound, but not the distance. Jay moves back just a slight touch. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. Very nice. We finally read a right hook decently. They might run into each other, and there's no one covering the bag, but it doesn't matter. Pitcher catches the ball for the first out. Jay's coming up. And that's not how you do it. Pop up with a lot of backspin, so the catcher will drop it. But the pitcher, of course, will catch it. Good speed. Comes in, makes the play. 2 down. Good sound, but a soft line drive right up the middle. Second baseman comes over to get it. And we throw up a 0. Still down 2. Just over halfway through the game. All right, Clanky did get a strikeout, but he really hasn't been getting enough of those. We need more. Bunt comes off the bat pretty hard. Clanky has a chance. But of course they're too fast. Just too fast. Ryan with 2 home runs. I think one was inside. I think the other one was outside. Started the game at pitcher. Had a pretty good overall game, and that's a high bouncer, so you know that's going to be a base hit. Especially if Lindsay overruns it. Let's throw it back to the pitcher. Catch the ball. Oh boy. This team is just absolutely lost on defense.
Oh boy.
Brushed. Absolutely destroyed out to left field. Way over the fence. Would be over any fence. That would probably have a chance to get out on Tin Can Alley. Just an absolutely obliterated pitch. They're going to go up 5 runs. They're going to double us up again. Just when I think we're kind of getting there. Just when I think Clanky's kind of shutting it down. They just score again. Man, our second half of the season is not going well right now. We are falling off.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, you can keep throwing strikes, or you can just throw pitches. They get killed. Reese started with a bunt. The longest home run I've ever seen him hit. And it's super gone, and they're up 6. And our second half slump just continues to kind of slug along. We just feet stuck in the mud, not throwing good pitches, not hitting the ball well. Hard to watch.
Oh boy.
Hard to watch, man. Absolutely hard to watch. And this is not a knock. But one bad thing about Clanky is that he never gets tired. I don't know if it affects his accuracy or not, but if he's just not throwing the ball well, we didn't really draft a second pitcher. I mean, Julian Henry can pitch a little bit, but he's just by far our best pitcher. And if he's in a slump, we just kind of have to sit in it. There's a weak ground ball. Marcellus is going to come off the bag. Hopefully have time to get to it. He does. Just barely gets the out. Thank goodness Alex Rodriguez is not boosted, because if he was, that's a single. 1 down. Bunt for Sophie. Got a chance to get this out, and we do get it. That feels good. Feels good to get an easy out. Ball right back to the pitcher. Clanky picks it up, throws it to Marcellus. 2 down. And that's a pop-up. Gotta make this play. Clanky comes off the mound. Exactly what he needs to do. Come on, Marcellus. Oh my God. Oh my good Lord. Clanky's got full vision, I'm pretty sure. So if he just stays right there on the mound, he can make that play easily. Thought it was good that he came off the bag, but Marcellus can't make the catch. Out to Jay. Should be playable. Moves back a little bit, moves in, and just dives over top of the ball. Can't make this up, folks. Just kind of keeps happening. An RBI triple on a very catchable ball. We are down 8. A bunt. They're going to come home on it. Should probably get the run at first. Excuse me, get the play at first. But of course we don't. Of course it's a double. Of course they go up 9 runs. Ryan coming up. 2 home runs. Hasn't gotten out. No end to the pain. No end.
Oh boy.
Cranks it. Should get over the wall. Should be a home run. Man, this is just tough. I don't know what happened to this team. I really don't. We were absolutely cruising. We're hitting so well. Pitching so well in the beginning of the year. We have just fallen off an absolute cliff. Look at that. Look at what's happening here. Like, Lindsay's coming in to play the ball, and at the last second just breaks her run off to the right, and the ball gets through. She doesn't have a great arm, but she's very accurate and would have at least been a close play. Here comes Reese. Just hit one to the absolute moon in his last at bat, which might have been this same inning. I don't even remember at this point. All I know is we're losing by 11. All right, softly hit. on the ground, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares where it's hit? It doesn't matter. Might get this out at home, which we do. Puts the inning to rest, but they go 9 in that inning. Bad around. I hate that. They're beating us by 9, they're out hitting us by 10, and this is just continuing to suck. Alright, Chico gets to 1. Absolutely cranks it. It's going to be over the fence. It's going to be a home run. Going to hit the pest control van right there. Get the little honk. It's a nice touch, but we're still down 10. Ugh. Fine. Fine with me. Just a little too close to take, and obviously we shouldn't have swung. Decent pitch. I wouldn't call it perfect, but good enough to strike Lindsay out. 1 down. Read that one pretty well. Again, didn't swing out as wide as the last pitch, so we knew it was going to be in the zone, but Marcellus pops it out, and 2 down, and the train of stink just keeps rolling along. Rolling along. Okay, contact. Might fall between the 2 fielders. It does. They miss it completely. We're going to push for a double. Ezra's not real fast, but she will get in. Slides in with a double. Nice to see, but here's the tough part. 90's coming up. No force out at second, which increases his chances of reaching base, but you just hate to see this. Right up the middle. They throw to first, get the 3rd out. We get a run back. We're down 10. Linda, another player who hasn't gotten out, another player with 2 home runs. We're just boosting their stats crazy right now. Yeah, that's going to be a hit. You just know it's going to be a hit. Because we can't field. And even if we could field, you know, they just hit the ball hard enough. Anything is going to be a hit. Alex Rodriguez swings through it. We throw to second. Of course not in time. They steal second base. Strike 3. Our second strikeout of the day. Clanky's almost thrown 60 pitches. Given up 16 runs. We have our second strikeout. Hopefully it's juice. Let's see what it is. It is not, of course. Hard ground ball out to Lindsay. Good play. Throw it to first. Come on. That's the out. We could get the out at home if Marcellus could throw the ball. But of course, noodle arms it. We get another run. Back up 11. There's 2 outs. At least we might be able to get out of this. Probably going to fall right between the the infield and the outfield. Going to turn. Go to second. Slides in with a double. Oh, but he comes off the bag. To be greedy to steal 3rd. We get the 3rd out. We're down 11. Damn. We do have the top of the lineup coming up, which means 7 very good hitters in a row. They're all going to have to score if we have a chance. Weak contact. Pretty well placed, though, and Henry's fast. He might have a chance. Especially if they throw it over Reese's head. That'll be a double. Okay. Hopefully the start of change. Sign of good things to come. There you go. Tried to throw the same pitch twice. Definitely a mistake. As bad as we're hitting, as hard as we're slumping, we are not going to miss the exact same pitch twice. Julie crushes it. Apo Taco. 419. We're down 9. We still have no outs. And the light has not completely gone out yet. There's a chance. That's got some height and some distance. It'll at least hit the fence. Come on, Jay. Get it out. Let's go. Back-to-back dingers. Back-to-back Apo Taco. Pretty good. All right. Look at this. Leah's under 700 now. That 700 mark is pretty much the MVP number we're trying to get to, but get on base, Leah. Come on. That one's high. Pretty deep. Didn't have the sound, but might have the distance. It's going to be close. Off the top of the wooden fence and out. Could it be back-to-back-to-back home runs? Could we only be down 7? Could we actually be hitting? Yeah, bad swing, especially when you need major runs. That's a really bad swing. Pitcher makes the catch, and that's our first out, and just became really hard. I mean, it was already really difficult, the situation, but that's a tough pop out. Good sound off the bat from Lindsay. Sends it deep, right up the middle to the deepest part of the yard, and make the catch for the second out. Marcellus coming up. That should probably do it, unless they commit a blunder here. Marcellus is so slow, but he will get there. But you know what? We got some stinkers coming up. Ezra has 2 doubles on the day. That's good. But that's probably about what you can do. Okay, ground ball to the pitcher. Overruns it, throws it to second, and that's game, folks. 2 absolute duds in a row. Yuck. Disgusting. Or maybe we won last game. I don't know. It's a win and a loss and a win and a loss. We were cruising through the first half of the season. And now we're just 8-4. We are not dominating the way we have been. You know, we put up 18 hits in that game, but we give up 22, and they just had that monster 4th inning and put the game out of the reach pretty handily. Lots of players hit home runs. You know, Marcellus with 3 RBIs. Looks good on paper, but we just can't play defense. Clanky has not been locked down. And I don't know what else to say, man. We've just completely fallen off. His ERA is now up to 11. We're batting .533. Still got our 64 homers. That's great. Scored 132 runs. Slugging 117, but those numbers are coming down. The numbers are coming down, and the pitching ERA is going up, and that's how you lose. You don't score more than the other team. How you lose. Right now, looking a little dire. This has just not been good. I sure hope we can turn it around and make the playoffs, but anyway, that'll be the episode. Like and subscribe, and I will see you later.